Hello, Courage to Change, May 17th. When we talk of tomorrow, says a Chinese proverb, the gods laugh. They laugh, I believe, not because they find us ridiculous, because they know that the future is not predictable. Thank God. Thus, we have no choice but to live one day at a time. I can make plans, but I cannot determine the results. No amount of scheming about next week can control what will happen then. Circumstances will be different, and I myself will be different as well. I can further compress the focus of this slogan to address 1 hour at a time, or even 1 minute at a time. In such small increments, life begins to feel not only bearable, but precious. At any given moment, no matter what is going on, if I concentrate on being right here, right now, I know that I am fine. Today's reminder: my worst fears about tomorrow need not affect this day. My worst fears about tomorrow need not affect this day. By letting them go, I am free to grow. What bad habit can I change today? What fear can I face? What joy can I acknowledge? What good fortune, no matter how modest, can I celebrate? All I have is today. Let me make today the most fully alive day I have ever experienced. I like that. That just brings me calm and peace, just reading that. I don't know about you. When you have situations in your life you cannot change, and someone you love is suffering, it is so hard not to go into the future. It is so hard not to figure things out and try to be prepared. I mean, it is really hard. And when I work with people one-on-one, that's the first thing I try to have them do is stay where your hands are. Stay where your hands are, because you literally start to panic, right? Nothing's changed and nothing's happened, and yet that feeling of what's going to happen or what could happen or what if this happens, and it can escalate into a panic attack. So this tool about staying in the moment is fantastic. It also allows the universe room to do what it wants to do. Like, I don't know everything. I think I do, but I don't know everything. I don't know how things are going to turn out. I'd like to say I do, but I don't. So I have to leave that in God's hands. And the only way to do that is stay in the moment. I get so overwhelmed by life. You know, my mind is constantly amping up and coming up with scenarios and conversations. And if he says this, I'll say that. If she says this, I'll do this, right? And most of it doesn't happen. So I waste a lot of energy and time. No wonder I'm so tired all the time, right? So I have to stay in the moment. I have to, because in this moment right now, everything's fine. When do things go off the track, right? When I'm jumping ahead or going to the past. Remorse, guilt, shame, that's not good either. So if I stay in the moment, my very good friend told me once, Karen, if you stay in the moment, you can handle anything in the moment. You're that kind of person. And yet I don't feel like that. But if I'm in the moment, I can. If I'm in the moment, anything that comes along. But right now, everything's fine, right? I got a to-do list forever, right? And I'm checking it off. I'm trying to get stuff done. I've gotten more done in the last 3 days than I've gotten done in 3 months. And I feel good about that, because you know why? I've just stayed in the moment. I've been like, okay, what is next? What's the next indicated thing to do, right? Sometimes I get so overwhelmed that, and it's my thinking. I'll tell you, I have a girlfriend the other day, and we were talking about the situation in my life with the loved one that I have. And I said, you know, it's so consuming that I just try not to think about it. I put it in God's hands. I do the next indicated thing, and otherwise I just move on, because I can't take it. I can't do it. I can't survive it if I don't just leave it in God's hands and stay in the moment. So the last few days I've really practiced this. Okay, what's next? And I've done it. And then, okay, what's next? And I've done it. And all of a sudden I got a lot done. Like things I haven't been able to do, or procrastinating. I'll do it tomorrow. And then it makes me feel bad about myself. And it's all in blah, 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 up here, right? So I have to ask God for some help and stay in the moment and let things unfold. And maybe they're not going to be as bad as I think, right? But I know I can handle anything in this moment. So I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this. I hope a lot of you comment on this, because this is, and then also I'd love to hear the ways you stay in the moment. Me, I look at my hands. I have a friend who feels her feet on the ground. Like when she's freaking out, she'll go, okay, my feet are on the ground. And then she imagines these branches, like roots, shooting out of the bottom of her feet down deep into the earth and grounding her. Like she does a whole visual that she's okay. Like I'm in this moment, I'm right here, right now, and everything's okay. And nothing can knock me over, right? I'm rooted into the earth. So she's got a real powerful one. I always look at my hands. Where are my hands right now? And somehow it just brings me back. So tell me, what is your way you stay in the moment? That's probably one of my biggest asked questions. People say, well, how do you do that, right? It takes practice. It takes practice. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks.